Hi guys, welcome to the first ever episode of Spotlight. I'm the host, Ella Eastaway. I'm super nervous, but I'm excited to start this journey, really. I've been wanting to make a podcast for years, or a couple years, that was a bit dramatic, but I love podcasts. I listen I watch podcasts as I'm doing things around the house. I don't really like silence. I love to just have something in the background, you know what I mean? So if I'm cooking, I always have a podcast on. I like to listen to Wednesdays, Chloe versus the World, Saving Grace, of course, Therapist, what else? Nearly Parents is like my favourite. So hopefully one day we'll be in their realm. But right now, I just wanted to sort of do this first episode for you guys to get to know me sort of lay out what I want from this, what I want each episode to look like. So yeah, I'll start talking about me. So I grew up in London, if you couldn't tell by my accent, and I grew up around, obviously, the West End. So theatre district of the UK, pretty much. So I think my first musical that I went to must have been The Lion King when I was like 4. So you know what I mean? I was raised on musicals, really, from a really young age. And yeah, I fell in love ever since then. Same as music, I've always been both making kind of / playing and listening to music my whole life. My mum always had CDs on as she was cooking dinner, sort of thing, and the radio as well in the mornings. So yeah, and then film I only really just got into properly when I did A-levels 2 years ago when I picked my A-levels. I wanted to do English because I like storytelling and I'm quite a creative person, I like to think, but because of like timetabling I couldn't do it. So they said, okay, the film course is quite similar to the English course. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. And I loved it and it was so much fun. And now I'm in Liverpool studying at university. So yeah. Okay, so the first section I wanted to get into was film and TV. I watch a lot of TV all the time. I'm always binging a show. I think I'm quite a show repeater though. Like I feel like there's a few shows that I just have on loop. Like I just rewatched Gilmore Girls because obviously it's cold. It's autumn, so it's Gilmore Girls season. And I am a Jess girl, I'm sorry. Got to put it out there. But yeah, I just finished watching Gilmore Girls. I didn't watch A Year in the Life, whatever, the second, you know what I mean? The last one that they did recently. I didn't rewatch that this time because I needed a break. I feel like I binged it too much. Right now I'm binging Friends. Where am I up to? I'm up to season 5, I think. I don't know. Ross and Rachel aren't together. They broke up. You know what I will say, guys? The whole we were on a break thing. Okay, they were on a break, but he was still in the wrong. And I'll leave it at that. So yeah, I love TV shows. I love watching them, but I feel like I rewatch them a lot. So I do need to start watching new shows. I started Game of Thrones and then I kind of didn't finish it. What else? Breaking Bad I started recently and I never I just haven't carried it on. I just love rewatching shows. So I don't know, maybe that's one thing I'll work on for this podcast. I'll start watching new shows. How can I not even mention The Traitors on TV, in the TV section? Furthermore, I'm obsessed, I'm invested. But you know what I will say? The Celebrity Traitors I think is worse than the normal one, and I'll say why. They don't have as much incentive. This is the same as all these shows though, right? If you get celebrities on, and obviously normal people, you know what I mean, civilians, I don't know what you call it, but non-celebrities going on these shows, they're competing and they want to win for money. They need that money. It's life-changing money. Celebrities don't need it. Obviously I think Celebrity Traitors, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're playing for charities money. That doesn't impact them. They're playing for fun. Whereas everyone else, so there's more drama in the normal one because they have to win. They need to win in their mind. Do you know what I mean? So that's one thing. Second of all, they all know each other or know of each other. They know each other's personalities. I think that's why Alan is not out. Because they think, oh yeah, he's like that. He's funny. He's laughing at everyone as they walk in or whatever, or when they vote. And it's if that was a random person and you didn't know their personality, you would assume that they're a traitor. So I think that's also kind of clouding it with that. with the fact that they all know each other's personalities. I also don't know how they haven't found a traitor still. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. I hate the whole big dog theory. Guys, I could talk about this for so long. I hate the big dog theory. I think it's ridiculous. It makes no sense. Obviously, their big dog theory is Jonathan and Stephen Fry. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Even they're not wrong, but like, it doesn't make sense. That's just not how the show works. Like, they're thinking of past shows. Oh, anyway, I won't even get into it because I'm confusing myself. And film-wise, basically, I have 2 free cinema tickets a month with my Sky package. Not an advert, but just like, it's lucky. I'm a film student, so I get to go to the cinema twice a month for free. So it's brilliant. So I will have at least 2 new films to review a month, which is great for this podcast. But this month, what did I see? So yesterday I saw Regretting You, which I really loved. I thought it was great. I just think we've not really had a good romance in a while. I feel like we had one this year, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. The F1 movie I loved. I watched Superman. I watched Fantastic Four. I thought Fantastic Four was pretty good, but I thought in my head it was DC. I didn't know it was Marvel. Superman was pretty good, to be fair. I did enjoy it. Jurassic World Rebirth, I was kind of disappointed, I'm not going to lie to you guys, but I don't know, that's just my opinion. And then I watched, before that, The Black Phone 2. I hadn't seen the first one, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I hate horror films, other than Scream, but we'll get into that. But yeah, I normally don't like horror films, but if I go to the cinema and watch one, I'm like, okay, cool, I have to watch it, do you know what I mean? So it's like different, I guess. I just had to use my voucher up, so I was like, okay, let me just see something I wouldn't normally see, because there wasn't really anything else I wanted to see particularly. So yeah, I watched that and I really enjoyed it. I still haven't seen the first one. I watched it, when did I watch it? Like, not even, I think I watched it last week, like early last week. Like, I should have watched the first one in preparation for this, to be honest, but next episode I'll let you guys know how I found the first film. But I keep seeing edits of it on my TikTok, because obviously I just keep reposting stuff about it. And it looks like more sad and like kind of more traumatic. Like, I didn't find it that scary. Like, there were a few jump scares, and I'm not gonna lie, I did shut my eyes, so like I guess I shielded myself from the scary bits, but I feel like it wasn't like that sinister, even though it is, because it's like kids getting kidnapped. This is not a spoiler, guys, like this is the premise of it. Like, the premise of it is dark and like scary, but I didn't find it that scary. I don't know why, but yeah, I really loved it. I don't know what I gave it on Letterboxd, I can't remember. I think I gave it a 4.5 or like a 5. Like, I really loved it. And speaking of Letterboxd, okay, I'll tell you my top 4, but like this changes a lot, okay guys, so like keep that in mind. Like, it depends on the season, depends what I'm in the mood for, do you know what I mean? But right now it's Interstellar, A Star Is Born, Wicked, and The Holiday, because obviously Christmas is coming up and that's the vibes that I'm feeling. I think The Holiday has one of the best soundtracks of film history, or the best, and to be honest, so does Interstellar, so there you go. Don't fact check me, I'm pretty sure they're both Hans Zimmer. Have to tell you guys, I'm going, you know how they do like films in concert, or like films with a live orchestra? So in, I think, the first week of December, I'm going for The Holiday, obviously one of my favourite films, with my mum. Where is it? It's in London. I think it's at the Apollo, I want to say, but I cannot wait. So I mean, I'm probably going to be in tears, but yeah, I can't wait for that. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, I'll let you know when I go. Wicked, we know I love a musical, clearly, starting this podcast. The film was insane. I can give you my full review, but I won't do that this episode because there's too much to cram in. But I loved it. I cannot wait for the second film. Halloween morning, I'm ready on my phone to book my ticket. I cannot wait. Both my vouchers for November will be going to that. And then when I go back to London for Christmas, me and my mum will go together and see it again. Like, the last one I watched, how many times did I watch it at the cinema? I watched it 4 or 5 times at the cinema. I think 4 times at the cinema. I cry like you don't even want to know. But anyway, I love that film. So there you go. So obviously it's Halloween. I've then binged all of the Screams. I love the Scream franchise. I think it's great. I think they've never really, like, there's not a bad one. Like, I think they're all quite enjoyable. Again, though, like, those don't scare me. It's also, I guess the first one's quite old. The new ones aren't, though. They're like 2022, right? Music-wise, I've always loved music. I've loved listening to, as I said, my mum always had CDs on around the house. We've always had the radio on in the morning, so I've listened to it all the time. I love singing. When I was 7, I started guitar lessons. Obviously, as you can tell, I have nails. Let's not look at that. I have nails now. So I don't play I don't play that much, and it's so bad but I need to like start playing again. And then piano, I started in year 7 when I was 11. Piano's like, I feel like easy to pick up. Like you just need a couple simple chords. I feel like piano is the easiest instrument to be good enough at, if that makes sense, like half decent. Like you can carry a tune on the piano and like sing along. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I think a lot of other instruments are a lot harder. But obviously you can do a lot with the piano. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not dissing any pianists out there. But yeah, I did trumpet for a bit in primary when I was, year 4, I think. And then flute for a bit. And then I did steel pans throughout secondary until I think year 11. Until GCSEs, I want to say I did it. I played tenor. I love steel pans, to be fair. It was enjoyable. It was really good. But we always played like a winter concert and it was great. I'm trying to think what songs we played. We played Rhythm is a Dancer, which obviously got the parents going. So love music, basically is what I'm saying. I love concerts. I love festivals. I've spent so much money on concerts this year, guys. Like, it's actually horrendous. I'm gonna go broke. It's so bad. Most recently, I went to Rachel Zegler, my icon and queen. We'll get into Evita. We'll get into all of that in the theatre section, but I love her. She's killing it. Icon. But yeah, that concert was great. It was funny, like I didn't know what to expect. I got like a cheap seat because I just didn't know what to expect. I booked it like, basically I saw Evita and then the following morning I got on a plane to go to Spain, and on the plane she literally announced the concert that morning and I was sat on the plane was about to take off and I was literally booking, so I had to just quickly book a seat. But yeah, the concert was amazing. It was so much fun. I just went by myself and it was funny. Yeah, it was like a West End show, kind of. Like she had programs, she had a matinee. She did have a matinee, that's what I went to, but she had a interval, like just, it was funny. But yeah, it was so good. And she did 2 original unreleased songs. Like, it was great. I'm actually seeing Kat Burns on Friday, on Halloween. I'm so excited. She, if you know, she's on The Traitors, my icon. I love her on The Traitors. She's eating. I've liked her for years. I've liked her since she was kind of on the radio like a couple years ago. And I liked her TikToks and stuff, and she's just so real. Like, she just keeps it real. I think she's doing like an album launch thing. I don't really know. I think it's similar to the thing I went to with Mustafa, but I get a CD with it as well, which is sick. So yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, next I'm seeing Mustafa the Poet. If you know him, let me know, because I love him. He was on Chunks' podcast, actually, like not the podcast he does now, but the one he did before. So go back and watch that if you want info about him. But he is just an amazing singer. I think he's like used to be a producer. He's from Canada, and then now he writes his own stuff. He's on one album, or an album and an EP. Yeah, I think honestly it's one of the best albums that I've ever listened to. Like, I love it. I love it front to back. I'm trying to think how I describe it. When I went to his concert once. So he did an album launch party, and he's friends with like all these famous people, right? So Dua Lipa interviewed him for this album launch party, and then they sort of played the album and then asked him questions in between. Then I went to his concert a couple months later, where it was a concert, but it was like acoustic-y, like just gorgeous vibes. He's quite funny as well, which is like kind of shocking because his music's quite serious, and like almost spiritual. So there you go. I'm going to his concert in like 3 weeks, so I'm so excited, in London. Guys, guess who's not going to Ariana Grande? Me and my friend Kaya, shout out, we tried to get tickets and we lost the war. I have O2 priority, so I should have got tickets, but I didn't. So that angered my soul. It like just didn't work. Kaya got like the pre-sale and she didn't get tickets, and then we did general sale and we didn't get tickets. But also it was really expensive, like no shade, but it was so expensive. Like, we tried to get the side and like not standing, like the first section of seating, but like middle of that, if that makes sense. Like, kind of didn't describe that very well, but like not the most expensive seats, right? And not standing. They were like £400 each, and we were like, oh, gagged. So we were just like, nah, like we can't be doing that. And obviously because she's only playing in London, it was like the whole of Europe trying to get those tickets. Like, there was no hope. We did not win the war. We didn't win the Doja Cat war either. It's so dark. Speaking of ticket wars, like Rachel Zegler and Ben Platt, I think that's going to be a ticket war, and I'm scared. That's tomorrow morning. So by the time I guess the next episode comes out, I'll let you guys know if I got tickets. Can I afford them? No. Am I cracking into my savings so much? Yes. And I've put on my notes earbuds and Spotify Wrapped. So guys, I'm just gonna be transparent, and if you guys hate me for this, I apologize. I don't use Spotify. I'm an Apple Music girl. I'm sorry. I'm an iTunes gal. My mum's always been an iTunes girl, so I don't know what Apple has. It's not Spotify Wrapped, it's like called something else, but like I think they do a similar thing. Replay? I think it's called Replay, Apple Replay. Anyway, what is that gonna look like? Well, I've been listening to Snow Allegra. She's my favourite artist. Check her out if you don't know her. She's like R&B, just cool vibes. She's done stuff with like Tyler the Creator, and I think she did one with Dave. I was listening to a lot of her like last year and this year. Obviously Mustafa. Who else have I been listening to? Well, since summer, I've been listening to Evita non-stop. So I reckon that's taken over everything else. My whole earbuds, if you have me on earbuds, my friends and family, you'll know it's Evita every day. And now they've released, obviously, the Rachel Zegler cast version, again, on repeat. So, yeah, that's what my Spotify Wrapped or my Apple Replay is looking like. So, obviously, as I said, I grew up in London, West End, going to the theatre all the time. I'm trying to think, so what shows have I seen? I saw Lion King, I think twice. I saw Matilda twice. These are when I was younger. Like, I think those are the best shows to, like, get your kids into theatre. I feel like you're either raised on theatre or you're not. I feel like in my head, like, it's either you're raised on it and you love it, or you're not and you kind of find it cringe, if that makes sense. Or that's my opinion anyway. Wicked 5 times now, I think. I must have been like 5 when I first saw that though. And I've seen it on Broadway and it was insane. Like it was better on Broadway in my opinion. And the most recent time I went, it was not as good as it used to be. I think they changed the sound or something. Like it was less loud. Like it was less like immersive, like, oh my God, you're in the theatre. Do you know what I mean? I know. I saw 6 recently. To be transparent with you, I didn't love it. I saw it after I think it was my last day of my A-levels. I saw it with my mum because everyone says it's great and it wasn't. It was, I don't know how to explain it. Don't get me wrong, they are insanely talented, but I just thought the show was like the intro, like the whole show. Like there was no interval. It was just like an hour or so and that was it. And I was like, oh, are we coming back for an interval? They were, oh no, the show's done. I was like, oh, okay. So I don't know. That's my opinion though. Like, let me know, because my friend Kaya, who I've mentioned, she like loves it. Like that's her favourite musical. I think she's not been to many. I'm trying to put her on the ones that I love, but yeah, a lot of people love that musical, and I don't know, it wasn't for me. I think it was more of a concert. I do love a classic musical, but obviously it's down to preference. Another one I saw was War Horse this summer, which was great. It was sick. I love the, like, I don't know what you call them, they're not animatronics, they're like puppets, I guess. And they're like similar to the Lion King ones. But yeah, that was really good. I always wanted to see that when I was younger. I don't know why. I think it must have had like a cool advert or something. But I always wanted to see it, and then they stopped it. I think you had to be a certain, maybe, I don't know, maybe my mum told me I had to be a certain age to see it because it's about war. I don't remember. But it was that and Billy Elliot that me and my friend Jasper really wanted to see Billy Elliot, and then it shut. I think our parents told us we can see it when we were 12. I don't know why. And it shut on the West End. So, absolutely gutted. But yeah, saw War Horse. It did like a little run in, where was it? New Wimbledon Theatre, and it was great and it was really good. It was like the heat wave day that we went though, so it was so hot, we were like sweating. But yeah, that show was really good and enjoyable. And obviously, as I've said, I saw Evita. So basically my mum's cousin, he saw it, and Dan, shout out, and he was like, you guys have to see, because obviously she does the balcony scene, it went viral, so he was like, okay guys, let's. So we went to the balcony scene with him and we were like, oh my God, this is insane, like what the hell. And so I then was obsessed, and I kept doing, you know, the Today ticks, like the £30 10 a.m. I kept doing it for like, I think I did it for like a week and a half or something, every day at 10 a.m. And I was like, oh, like guys, I have to get it, because obviously I think it ended the 6th of September, and this must have been, I don't know, it was mid-August, like the summer was done. Low-key, it was like coming to the end of its run, and so like less than a month left. Like I think it had 3 weeks left, so I was like, I have to get tickets, and I'm not paying £300. Didn't have £300 to pay, but I'm not paying £300. So I was like, I have to get these. Anyway, so as I said, I think I said this before, but yeah, I was going to Spain, I think on the 29th, and on the 28th I got tickets. I was like, I have to go, like, I have to. So I went, blown away, insane, like, insane. Like, at the interval, everyone was like, oh my God, and I was like, oh, what is it? And then afterwards, someone was like, on the phone to their mum, and they were like, oh yeah, like Andrew Lloyd Webber was in the audience. I can't remember which, but anyway, point is, therefore they didn't do stage door that day because obviously one of them was there, so the cast obviously spoke to them. So I waited for like an hour, and I waited, I think it must have been like 10:30 or no, it must have been like 11, but I live quite near there, so like it only took me about 20 minutes to get home, so it was like fine. But I was like, I do have a flight, probably, I think my flight must have been at like 8 or 10, I can't remember, early-ish flight in the morning. So I was like, okay guys, I have to lock in. And then obviously, as I said, I booked the tickets on the flight. Anyway, and when we were in Spain, all I played was Evita. All I played. Because obviously, it's kind of, obviously, Spain, Argentina, like, compared to the UK, pretty similar vibe. So in my head, I was like, okay, cool, like, let me embody Evita right now. Anyway, I filmed the balcony scene off our balcony. And then ever since, after that, I went back to see the balcony scene, I think 3 more times, and so peak. I stood in the same spot each of those 3 times, so the security guard literally recognised me. I was like, lol, like, this is so peak. Like, he literally, well, it's not even peak, it's like, I don't care, I love it. But he was like, hey, were you here yesterday? I was like, yeah, lol. And everyone laughed. I was like, sorry guys, like, obsessed. And then one of them, I went to stage door, I met Diego, James, and Rachel, and it was insane. I loved meeting them, and yeah, it was great. Got my program signed, and I met this great group of people. So shout out you guys. We basically, if you were following Evita, you know that Chris Lloyd Art, he had drawn the balcony scene, like that's his thing. He draws concerts and things, and so he was there, and we met him, and like a group of us sort of became friends. And so we were like part of this mission, because he'd basically been on this mission on TikTok, and he'd sort of gone viral for it, to like deliver this to Rachel Zegler. And so yeah, we sort of became part of that, which was amazing, and it was so much fun meeting those guys. So yeah. I also saw Great Gatsby over the summer, which was insane. I mean, insane. So good. The songs, do you know what shocked me about Great Gatsby? And I guess obviously compared to Evita, Jamie Lloyd's version obviously had minimal props and costumes. Do you know what I mean? More costumes than I thought, because a lot of people were complaining there were no costumes. They had a few, and that you could distinguish certain things. Anyway, Gatsby just had the most insane set I've ever seen in any show. Obviously, I've seen a lot. So yeah, that was like insane to me that they had such an incredible set, and for a limited run as well. So yeah, but surely that will come back to the West End. My friend Jasper also saw that in Broadway, and I'm pretty sure he said the West End one was better, but correct me if I'm wrong, Jasper. I don't want to quote you on that. I really want to see the Hunger Games play. I really want to see it. Really want to see it. Everyone's raving about it. I'm kind of mad that I didn't get tickets. But, I mean, still can. But I don't know. We'll see. Don't know if I have money for that. Yeah, I think I mentioned before Rachel Zegler and Ben Platt. I mean, I can't wait. It's going to be insane. It's only like 5 days though, right? So we'll see. I think I'll go. Hopefully if I get tickets. Alexandra Burke and Shaka has been cast as Shaka Khan. Insane. I saw Alexandra Burke last year at the Palladium for the pantomime. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. It might have been 2 years ago. Insane. I've loved her since I was like 3. I saw her on X Factor, I don't know when, like 2011 or something, it must have been. And I was obsessed with her. So it was insane to see her perform, and she sung Hallelujah. Obviously it's a panto, but you know how it is. And then Shaka Khan, I don't know if I met her, but I sung with her. Kind of confusing. Shout out Savvy, my queen. Basically, I was doing work experience at my old primary, and the music teacher, Savvy, she took us to the Royal Festival Hall, and it was like this London Schools Choir Shaka Khan thing, and it was just like literally pure luck that was the week I was doing my work experience there. And so yeah, was like on that school trip. So yeah, that was insane. So that would be amazing. I really want to see that when that comes out. I have written down Cats. I mean, guys, I've not seen the actual musical live. I don't even think I watched the film because it got such not good reviews. I was talking to my granddad about this and we were like, surely not, like, why is it coming back? I don't know, we'll see. And then Legally Blonde, Amber Davies, I mean, she's killing it right now. Strictly, obviously I saw her in Great Gatsby, insane, like she's insane. She's killing it. I also didn't know that she was on Love Island. So random. I only found that out the other day. So there you go. But yeah, she's killing it. So that'll be sick. I've also, here we go, the last one. I've booked Moulin Rouge for like next summer in Liverpool because it's doing a tour around the country, I guess. I think I'm going like August. So yeah, can't wait for that. I think that will be good. In my head, it's kind of Gatsby vibes, like period drama, but I literally know nothing about it. I know a few of the songs. I really want Rent to come back. So yeah, let me know in the comments what shows you want to come back, what shows you love, what films you love, what music you love, everything. Let me know. I think I'll wrap it up here, but I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I kind of was not that structured. But yeah, if you liked it, I mean, give it a like and give me a follow if you can. If you are watching on YouTube, give it a like, give me a subscribe, please. If you're listening on More Student Radio or you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, then I don't know what you do for that, to be honest. But if you want to keep up to date, follow my Instagram. It's ella.easterway. I'll leave everything in the description. But yeah, I think that's kind of it. So thanks for watching or listening. And yeah, I'll see you next episode.